Warning, this show contains graphic images and content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, horror fans, and welcome to The Only Genre. I'm Sean Vidmar.
I'm Danny Mecler.
And this is episode 2, actually.
Dos.
Yes. But first off, I would actually like to wish a happy 59th birthday to Doug Bradley.
Happy birthday.
It was actually on September 7th. I know we're a few days off already.
Only 5.
Yeah. But Bradley, for those who don't know, he was actually Pinhead for 8 out of 9 Hellraisers. Yes. There are 9. I did not know this.
No, I didn't either.
I thought
there was just 1.
Oh, I thought we were on like 6. So it goes to show you how many I've seen. Anyway, just a little info on Pinhead. His first appearance was actually in a novella called Hellbound Heart in 1986.
That's the year I was born.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're old.
You're older.
Yes, by only a little bit. A smidge. Just a little. But anyway, it was written by Clive Barker, who I actually love. Then 1 year later, the first ever Hellraiser film actually came out.
What else did Clive Barker do?
What? Well, actually...
Because I know the name.
Clive Barker... Midnight Meat Train. I have a case right over there. Sorry.
Anyone can do that.
Yeah. His biggest was, of course, Hellraiser.
Oh.
But Hellraiser was actually... he's actually, I think right now, still writing Hellraiser comics.
Oh, wow.
For Boom! Yeah, that I'm not exaggerating at all. It's
called Boom?
The company's called Boom. The comic book company is called Boom. He actually used to... Well, there used to be comic books for Epic Comics, which is actually Marvel.
Epic!
Marvel actually published them in 82, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Pinhead was actually... before he was Pinhead, he was Captain Elliot Spencer, who was suffering from post-traumatic stress, and later he lost all faith in humanity, therefore losing faith in God.
See, I don't know the origin of Pinhead. Did he stick the pins in his head himself, or did they just grow like follicles?
That's a good question. I have no clue.
Oh, well.
That's something to look up. Maybe comment for us.
Yeah, write us in. There you go.
A fun fact for Pinhead, the name Pinhead. It actually was... It came out to be by the people that were doing the makeup of Pinhead.
Oh, yeah.
They actually called him Pinhead. Clive Barker himself...
He was just Elliot Spencer?
Well, no, Clive Barker was just... Well, he was called something else. I forget. It was actually something kind of cool, but...
Spike face.
I don't think they actually called him Pinhead until, the second film. But anyway, the makeup artists were like...
Bald guy with needles.
We're going to call him Pinhead.
I like bald guy with needles.
Clive Barker...
Needle bald.
Clive Barker does not like the name Pinhead.
But he still writes it?
Yeah, he's just
He's writing it. He can change it.
He can't do anything about it, I guess. But anyway, happy birthday, Doug, a.k.a. Pinhead.
A.k.a. Needle bald.
Moving forward! Let me take a sip.
Generic beer.
Beer with no name. Insidious 2.
Rhymes with mice blouse. Do you like my mice blouse?
Comment if you think you know the name of the beer, and we will give you nothing. Anyway, moving forward. Insidious 2. It actually comes out, we are recording...
On DVD, right?
No, we're recording, it's the 12th.
Today.
It actually comes out tomorrow, which
Friday
is the 13th.
the 13th?
Yes. So I'm really hoping that I post this tomorrow on Friday the 13th. And if I do, happy Friday the 13th, everybody out there, listening and viewing. So, Insidious 2, Patrick Wilson, Rose Byron, and of course, Lee Winnell. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Right?
Lee Winnell.
Well, anyway.
You have to stress the...
Winnell is not only returning to the cast, but he's he wrote the first movie and wrote this one as well,
Mm-hmm.
as Saw 1, 2, and 3. You actually might know him. Have you seen the Saw movies?
I've seen the first 2, maybe 3.
Okay, well, in
Maybe
the first
3.
one, he was Adam. He's the guy that wakes up in the tub in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So, viewers, anybody listening, might know him more.
Is he the one that actually tried to saw his arm or leg off?
No,
His
that's
appendage?
Robin Hood. It's like, what's his name? It's like, damn. I know I'm going to put this in the comments somewhere.
His name is Robin Hood.
Okay, we're going with Robin Hood.
Men in Tights. What a great movie.
But Insidious 2 follows the Lambert family again as they try to find out a childhood secret that will hopefully explain their connection to the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really creepy, just like the first one. I know we actually talked about this. You've never seen the first one.
No, I've seen trailers, and it was creepy in the trailer.
And I actually...
That counts.
I showed him a clip.
That was awesome.
The Smiling Family.
That was so good.
I think that's actually what the scene is called, the Smiling Family. And to me, that was... Because there was a lot of... Like, the way this film actually goes together and stuff, it actually does that... There is no part of the film to where you feel at ease.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I mean?
That's what you want in a horror movie.
And this movie did that.
Good.
So, this scene, the Smiling Family, like, seriously, to me, as, like, I don't really get scared easily. Like,
yeah, you were telling me the story about how you were watching it in the dark.
Yeah, it was pitch black, and I was like, I'm the only one here. Let's just watch the movie. So I start watching the movie, and when I do, I get to this part, and it's already, like, dark. You know, the fog is everywhere. And just a couple things, and then, you know, the smile there at the end, I was like, whoa!
Just that quick
Whoa!
cut.
It was borderline terrifying. I mean, I think I peed and pooed a little, but I could not stop watching the movie. I very much enjoyed it. The movie.
I like that they didn't rely on sound effects to really creep you out. It was mostly just the visual just being really creepy. Because a lot of horror movies do that, unfortunately. They rely too much on, like, big loud noises and then...
Yeah, that, where, you know, it's nice, quiet, and then when it gets to the part where it shows the creature or whatever, then it's that loud, like, either the music hits...
Yeah,
or
they'll have music leading up to it, and then the music stops, and then it gets really loud. And
yeah.
It's more of a...
No, I completely understand, because...
It's jumpy, not creepy.
Yeah. I'm actually going to do our first review this episode also.
Soon?
Yeah.
I think next.
No, not next, actually. Not next. I had to look at my notes. But Insidious 2, I am going... Like, I'm probably going to wait for that one to actually show up on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Because... I mean, I like the movie. I really like, you know, everybody that wrote it and did everything. It's just, to me, it's one of those movies that I'm just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I'll see it when it comes out.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely do recommend, I think you should try to watch it at some point in time.
I want to. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix, so I can probably watch it pretty easily.
That would actually make kind of sense, especially since
I think it is.
The second one is coming up.
Right, yeah.
So.
Get more promotion for it. Free promotion, too.
I know. We should be getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Certainly not by Mice Blouse.
Moving forward. Walt Disney's Donald Duck, The Old Castle's Secret.
Which is the weirdest horror topic that we've done so far.
Oh, but, okay, it's by Carl Barks, by the way.
It's by Charles Barkley.
This would probably be on here for two reasons. One, because it should be scary, and because the author probably just made it even more scary. Mm-hmm. And I'd have to talk about this no matter what kind of show we were doing. I'd be like, Charles Barkley just wrote a book about Donald Duck.
Who knew he was literate?
Anything that he's ever been on, someone was feeding him lines. We're talking like in like the worst kind of like manuscript,
like
ever.
a TV sitcom. Like they're sitting in another booth at a restaurant. And there's Charles Barkley shooting hoops on the Phoenix Suns.
He's not even like, they don't have cue cards. He had like something in his ear. And someone was telling him what to say, but it still took a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So whoever was talking to him actually had to say his line 10 seconds before it was coming up. Man, now that's a job. Holy crap.
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh, I feed Charles Barkley his lines.
Sounds like you're feeding him heroin.
I feed his addiction.
I don't know what drug comes in line form.
But anyway, this is a collection of Carl Barks' 1948 output. The title is actually a story. It's the first full-length adventure that Scrooge McDuck was ever in.
One of the best Donald Duck characters.
And this was actually...
Hi. Are you the new tenant? I just saw the tenant like 10 minutes ago standing in the doorway.